Well, hello again. I know I said I would see you next week, and it is next week, but it's really been 30 seconds because I wanted to make another video while I was out here on this lake, and that video is about fear. And there's not much to fear on this lake, but the bottom of the lake doesn't exactly sound like a good place to be. So I'm gonna try and go there, and it's not a fear or whatever. It's at least along the lines of being a fear. I know it's dark, like the sun isn't directly overhead, so I don't think I'll be able to see much. It's not like a clear lake where you can see right to the bottom at all. I think maybe 2 or 3 feet or slightly more of visibility, but I know the further down I get, the darker it's gonna get and the colder. I think there might be things growing up off the bottom of the lake, and I don't really feel like getting into that, but I'm gonna try. There could be grindilo. I don't have my wand, so that's another thing. And let's see. I know there's fish in here somewhere. I'm sure they're gonna, and that's what fear does, right? It lets our imagination get the best of us of what could happen. And some fear is healthy, right? Because I need to be aware and clear thinking and understanding the dangers, but lots of times when fear sets in, then our imagination, maybe there's a really big fish down there that nobody's discovered, things like that. And I don't know, when I get back, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back into this boat, so I might have to swim with the boat back. So anyway, it's not a huge fear, but it's gonna get the point across. So how do we overcome fear? So many strategies online, lots and lots. I'm just gonna turn the boat a little bit here. So, first of all, I think, when do we need to overcome fear? Because some fears don't matter, right? Like if I'm afraid of tarantulas, like who cares? It's not like I'm going to be interacting with tarantulas very much. And so I maybe don't need to overcome that fear. But if I have a fear that's stopping me from being active or getting life done the way I want life to get done. I can't go to a certain job interview, or I'm afraid to talk to certain people. Then yeah, I think you should think about overcoming that fear. So how do we do it? I think the first step is knowledge, understanding the fear. And so like with tarantulas, they're hairy. So everybody's afraid of these hairy things, but they don't have any ears. The hairs are their ears. They're deaf. They can't hear you. And so the hairs act like ears. And as a creature walks by, it makes wind, and the hairs pick up that the air vibration. That's their ears. You don't have to be afraid of somebody's ears, So the more knowledge I have, it can help to reduce fears. I remember teaching a group of students, a cohort, so that's an entire group of students from India for the first time, head turbans with the red dot, and I remember being very nervous about it and not knowing exactly how it was going to be, and I knew their culture was very different than mine, but as they started doing presentations and writing and explaining lots of their cultures and how different styles of raps have different meanings, and it's gone. It's just like I don't even see it anymore. It doesn't matter to me at all. And so knowledge, I think, a lot of times can reduce fear. Knowing somebody else has done it, I'm sure somebody else has touched the bottom of this lake and they're fine. That helps. Knowing somebody else has tried this and overcome, that can help as well. Picturing yourself on the other side. What's it going to be like after I touch it and come up and break through the surface of the water and feel good? I hope it feels good. Maybe it'll feel lame. But seeing yourself victorious can help to overcome fear as well. And, getting help. Like, man, it's so important. And I'm one of the worst people to ask for help, but getting help from people to overcome fear, and usually it's in little steps, little goals. You can't just say, for me it's a little different. I'm gonna try and swim down and touch the bottom. But if I really truly was afraid, especially afraid of water, I'd have a life jacket on and I would just dip my toe in and I would celebrate that. I'd have a goal. Like if I put my foot in the water, then I'll, go have my favorite smoothie or something like that. That sounds a little lame. But anyway, as you make more and more progress towards your goal, you can reward yourself or have someone alongside encouraging and cheering and coaching you along the way. You know, there's so many other strategies out there, but those are the ones that come to mind when I don't have internet. So here we go. I have a camera here that I'm gonna strap onto. I found some goggles in my trailer. Oh, these are kids' goggles. Okay, whatever. Yep, we're doing it. Maybe my boat's gonna float away. This is pretty much the middle. This is pretty much crazy. Whew. Whoa, yeah. Here we go. I don't think that was 15 feet, but it was a little bit gross. Thanks for watching. Talk to you more next week.